So let's go with Philly first. So I guess I'll guide you through what we're going to do here to finish it so that we have a clear ramp. Obscure Phillies team for Alex, obscure Pirates team for me, and then we'll spin the wheel for next week. I believe you had first pick this time, so I'll have first pick for next one.
Actually, I'm actually kind of pleased with how the obscure Phillies lineup kind of turned out.
I think I said this. It might have been before we went live at this point, but honestly, I was looking at the Pirates and I was like, ooh, most of like the kind of good names that were Pirates for their whole career, or so much of their career. Where I'm like, it's hard to use him as an obscure stop for his career.
It's kind of like when you think of like the older teams, like the Pirates and the Phillies, like you have that. Like there were a lot of career guys, or at least
Oh yeah.
like maybe 90% of their career was in Pittsburgh or in Philly. So it was like, that's not what we're doing here. We'll probably do that for another day. But
We'll definitely do a our dream lineup of each team. Again,
all right,
guys that played there.
I think that's what we do for Red Sox Reds when we go. That'll be our one off of. Let's put together a Red Sox and a Reds God Squad and see what happens.
Alrighty.
But for the all-time obscure Phillies that I threw together, we're going to start with Bruce Chen on the mound. And to catch Mr. Bruce Chen, current Detroit Tigers manager A.J. Hinch will be behind the dish. At first base, we got Jeremy Giambi, who's a late season acquisition for the Philadelphia Phillies. At second base, I knew him as a Yankee and a Red. We're going to put Miguel Cairo at second base. At the warm corner, the hot corner, some would say, current Arizona manager Torey Lovullo had a quick little run in Philadelphia. And at shortstop, one of my most popular Immaculate Grid answers, Nick Punto, is me manning shortstop. In left field, Mr. Kenny Lofton, who you could have also stolen for your Pirates lineup.
When did he play for the Pirates?
2003.
You know what's funny? I didn't put him there because he plays left field, and I have a different left fielder.
In center field, I put Michael Bourne, as I associate him as a Brave and an Astro.
Mm-hmm. No,
but he did have his first stint in the majors was with the Phillies. And then in right field, to round out the fielders, Mr. Gary Varsho, the father of one Dalton Varsho of the Toronto Blue Jays. And my designated hitter is Mr. Jeff Conine, who also has a son in the major leagues.
That's lame. I haven't heard it in so many years.
I know. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Not. All right, my bullpen is Kyle Loesch, Dan Plesac, and Paul Quantrill.
Okay. And so for my Pirates lineup, I did my best to have, again, good names like that you didn't necessarily have to be a big baseball guy and you're like, I've heard him. I know him. So on the bump, I have Tim Wakefield. I almost had him at first base, but he never actually played first base for the Pirates, despite that being the position he was drafted as. Catching Tim Wakefield, I have Brandon Inge. At first, I have Sean Casey. Did not know he was a Pirate at all, and I just happened to look him up pretty randomly the other day, and I was like, oh, he played for the Pirates, perfect. At second base, I have Pokey Reese. I believe it was 2003 when he was on the Pirates. I think that's what I was reading. At third base, I have former New York Yankee Miguel Andujar, who I actually saw play for the Pirates, and I still forget he played for the Pirates. At short, Tony Womack, another former New York Yankee. in the outfield, I have Barry Bonds in left before he drank his milk. Greg Allen in center, and Tigers Hall of Famer Hank Greenberg in right. He's the only technical out of position player, but I needed to round out my outfield, and that felt like a good way to round it out. My designated hitter I have is Daniel Vogelback. My other three pitchers are Burt Brelvin, Jim Bunning, and Rich Hill, who I don't know who he plays for right now because I know he was on the Yankees at the beginning of the year, but I don't think he is anymore. How was my wheel for you, sir? How was my lineup for you, sir? A couple Hall of Famers?
As I went into, like, I think this was like I might have said this offline, but I think this was like the pair of teams that we drew that actually, like,
It was harder. It was a lot harder than
it was harder, but it worked out. Is I think with the bigger goal here that it did work out.
And I realized I put red Cleveland, not Reds, but that's fine. All right.
It's all right.
The next set, and I get first pick of the draft.
I cannot see the Discord, sir.
A's and Giants.
Oh, okay. I'm in the wrong screen. That's my fault.
A's and Giants. Two, again, old teams. I think I am going to take... I am referring to our all-time sheets here real quick, because obviously you get your full career. I'm going to take the Giants.
All right.
Because even though I had, just looking at my list, my all-time team, I already had two Giants. So that knocks off two, whereas you had a couple. The hard part with the A's, though, is a lot of guys that may be are more obscure A's are like the Moneyball A's. That because of Moneyball, they're not obscure A's anymore. You know.